Hello and welcome back. In today's video we're gonna try to recreate the iconic old look or flickering screen from the old Nokia phones or old phones in general. So what we have here is just a phone, just a picture of a Nokia phone, the iconic one, and a simple background. You could change this, of course. I've kept the layers for you. And basically we have the phone in here, just a smart object. You could double click it if you want to change anything. And what we have as well is the screen along with a shadow around it to create a depth effect and some colors in here that we're gonna use later. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna have to drag in our logo or the text that we want to add. For this case I want to add this PlayStation logo. I'm gonna place it in here for now. And what I want to do on top of that is add this PlayStation text. Now the reason why I uploaded them as smart objects is I want to double click the smart object and remove this trademark right here. Then I'm gonna press Ctrl S to save. And now just like that, as you can see, we got rid of that trademark from the logo. Now I'm gonna do the same for the second one. I only want to keep the PlayStation text. So let's just double click it. And let's select this logo right here and delete it. And what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna remove the trademark as well from this one. I don't want small details. So let's just crop the logo, and you can do that by simply pressing Ctrl and click on the logo, on the layer of the logo, and by pressing X it's gonna automatically crop it to the selection that you made. Actually, something that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a new layer and clip it to the logo. Then I'm gonna click on the logo layer and I'm gonna add a solid color. Let's press OK. First let's hide it, then double click it and select the color from the original logo. This is just to get rid of the white outline that you can see in here. I don't like this white outline, so I'm just gonna try to get rid of it. Let's select all of the layers and press Ctrl and E to merge. Then if we press Ctrl S, it's gonna save. And as you can see, we got rid of that effect. So now let's try to reposition and scale our logo. I'm gonna try to make this one a little bit smaller and place it in here in the center. Then I'm gonna drag this one and I'm gonna place it at the bottom. Let's zoom back and see. Alright, looks good enough, but okay, it looks good. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna press Ctrl and click on this layer mask for the screen to make a selection. Then I'm gonna select both of these layers and I'm gonna place them in a separate folder, just like this, and I'm gonna apply a layer mask to this one as well. This way, if we wanna move it around, move the logos around, they're only gonna be visible inside of the screen. And this is really simple. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually try to create that pixelation effect, and I'm gonna do it simply by going to filter, then pixelate, then mosaic, just like this. And now all you have to do is play around. If you drag it all the way to the right, as you can see, it's not gonna be even visible or legible. So you gotta keep it somewhere in the middle like this. Don't go too far with it, and don't keep it all the way in the left. As you can see, it's not even, the effect is not even visible. Okay, and now let's do this one separately. Since this one is a little bit thinner than this one, we cannot apply the same amount. Again, filter, then pixelate and mosaic. You can see that this one easily gets blurred. So let's only add a little bit like this. Alright, looking good. Now again, let's select both of these layers. And we can do this in multiple ways, but I prefer to do it the simple way, just like this. Let's name these two logos like this. Then we're gonna add a new layer and clip it. And we're gonna add a solid color to change the color of the text. As you can see, you could choose whatever text that you like, but we're gonna select one of these two. Let's see. I actually prefer this one, but let's just make it a little bit less saturated. and press OK. So now we could end the video in here, but just to make it a little bit more interesting, I'm gonna drag this pattern right here, and let's actually remove it from the clip pen. We don't want it to be between these two layers that are clipped to the logos. We only want it to be visible inside of the screen. So let's keep it actually in here and drag the second one. Alright, let's try to resize it. I really like this effect because of the colors and the texture, as you can see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the blending mode to overlay. Let's zoom back and see. Look at the before and after. It's already made it 1,000 times better in my opinion. And of course we could control the opacity. I actually like this effect, so I'm not gonna change it a lot. And for the second one, let's see. Just keep hovering over these blending modes and see what works for you. You can see that this one works good. Overlay as well. Hard lights or vivid lights. I actually like both of these. I'm gonna go with this one and lower the opacity. Let's look at the before and after. Or actually, let's go for hard light instead, since it's less intense. Alright, so this is the final result. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and press the bell icon to receive more notifications about upcoming videos. And yeah, see you in the upcoming video.